If you're a new real estate agent or you're somebody that's looking to grow their business, I've got 3 things that you absolutely need to do. And if you stick around for the end of this video, I'll have some bonus tips for you also. Hey everybody, my name is Marty. For those of you that don't know me, I'm helping agents throughout North America grow their business, building a business that they actually love to fund a type of life that they actually want to have. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button for tons of tips on what new agents should do and examples of what new agents are doing in order to make themselves even more successful in the start of their career. All right, so let's get to it. Number 1 has to be the most simple thing, and not a lot of trainers talk about this because you've been doing your real estate licensing course before you got into real estate, and it's talking about using the forms and all the documents that you need to write in order to end up with a successful transaction. There's a lot of agents that get into the business and they're so excited to go out and get leads and get business and make money. But then when it comes time to write an offer, they're so nervous. They're calling me, their coach, and they're saying, oh, what do I do with this clause? And, what should I do here? It's okay. I love those types of questions and I love answering them. But how would a carpenter do when he's building a house if he was afraid of his hammer? That's an analogy I can think of. It's like you're afraid of using the tools that you need to get the job done. Using those forms is the way that you're going to get the transaction going. So get comfortable with your tools. That carpenter needs to be comfortable with that drill or that hammer in order to build a house successfully. You as a real estate agent, you need to get comfortable with all your tools. So your brokerage is probably offering tons of training on how to write offers, where to upload them once they're written, what type of legal obligations you have to collect client's information, driver's license. It's different for every state and every province, but get extra comfortable with all that stuff so it's not standing in your way once it gets the time to write a deal. That's number 1. That's the foundation of a successful real estate career. Some people just don't have that fear, and that's okay. I mean, you need to do a good job, but some people just need to know the ins and outs before they could be truly giving themselves a chance to go out there and lead generate at a high level. Number 2 has to be picking a goal. Okay, so first we have getting to know all the forms, getting to know the tools. Number 2 is picking a goal. These are simple but so important things that you need to do. Picking a goal is so important because I've had the chance to coach a lot of people in the industry, and a lot of them really refuse to set a goal because they're setting up parameters around what it would look for them to fail. And if they say, I don't know, I'll just go out and make as much money as possible, well, it's really hard for them to say at the end of the year that they failed on that goal. But if you go out there and you say, I'm going to make $80,000 this year or $120,000, then you're building a framework around the type of activities that you need to put in order to get to that goal. So pick a goal. It's going to do wonders for your energy level. It's going to let you know if you're on track to hit that goal. You have to track your numbers also. And it's going to give you something to aim at. I mean, if you're out there shooting an arrow and you've got no target to hit, it's not really the same thing. You need to have a bullseye to aim for. And number 3 has to be picking a lead generation tactic. There's a gazillion ways to generate leads out there, and I talk a lot about it on my channel. I've got tons of advice for you guys on how to generate leads. You can get in contact with the people you already know, support local businesses, work with allied resources, mortgage brokers, lawyers, property managers. You can do a bunch of different lead generations and they all work. All of them have a merit. All of them have, you could find an example of somebody that's doing those types of lead generation in North America and it's working for them. What I think is important is for you in the beginning of your career is to try out a few of them and see which one you like, and then stick with it. Stick with one or two of them and then master that lead generation tactic. For me, it's working with the people that I know. All of my business comes from repeat and referral at this point. I don't encourage my new students to go out and buy leads. And it's not because buying leads doesn't work. It's because you need to go out there and you need to learn to fish, right? There's an old saying, teach a man to fish, he'll eat for forever. If you give a man a fish, he'll eat for one day. That's exactly it. Hope I'm saying that right. But anyways, you need to go out there and you need to get comfortable generating your own leads. A good business should be referral or prospecting based, and then it should be marketing enhanced down the road. If you're new in the industry, do yourself a favor, keep your expenses to a minimum. Don't go out there and buy leads. It's going to fill up your schedule with tons of lead follow-up time that you might not want to do. So just go out there and get comfortable with a few lead generation tactics. All right, so there you have it. For the bonus content today, I'm going to give you guys a free spreadsheet on how to set the goal. It's called an economic model. It's from Gary Keller's book, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. And I've got one of my videos that talks about this topic. It's going to be in the link below, and I'll try to put a link above here on this screen. And then you guys can go to that video, and I have a free link to download your own economic model in order to set the proper goal. That's going to give you how many appointments you need to set per week, in order to be successful at generating the leads that you need in order to get those appointments. All right, guys. So there you have it. Keep those in mind. Number one, get familiar with the tools that you need in order to be successful in the industry. Number two is to set a goal. And number three is to try a few lead generation tactics, but then stick with a few of them. Don't do all of them at once. It won't work. Pick one or two and master them. Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm really enjoying putting everything I've learned, from my real estate career from 2006 till today. This is what I'm enjoying doing these days, is putting all that knowledge on video for you guys to look at and to learn along with me. So if you're enjoying these, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next week. Ciao.